Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. If you can't tell, I am a straight white male. Are there any other straight white males in this room? Whoa, whoa, woos and clapping, guys? Have we not learned anything this year? We don't woo, we don't clap, we politely nod or we say sure. That's what we're allowed to do, or you will get Me Too'd faster than you can jerk off into a potted plant. We don't celebrate any longer. Time's up. It's a weird time for me specifically, because technically that is what I am, a straight white male, but those are the last 3 words anyone would ever use to describe me as a person. The amount of times that I've been mistaken for a hideous Ukrainian woman should cancel out all that privilege. I don't know what it feels like to be a minority. I don't. I do know what it feels like to look like a drug dealer at the airport. Am I right, my man? Yeah, you get it. Yeah, we also get randomly pulled over. Last year, ISIS sent me a thank you letter for allowing so many terrorists to board their planes while the TSA looked for a gram of weed in my backpack. You gotta be aware of what you look like. You gotta own it, clearly, you gotta be confident, but you have to be aware of it. There's one place, though, where I've never been able to own my look. I've never mastered the art of how to walk behind someone at night. Happens all the time. I get out of a show, it's late, there's someone walking 20 feet ahead of me. How do I let you know that, yes, I'm behind you, but I'm non-threatening? Because if I heard footsteps, turned around, and saw someone that looks like every Wizard of Oz character at the same time, yeah, keep staring. That joke will only get funnier as you think of more references. Like, it's the lion, no, it's the scarecrow, no, it's the witch, no, it's the munchkin, no, it's the wizard's not here today. And if none of you were thinking Dorothy, fuck you, I'm beautiful. So what do I do, ladies? How do I let you know that, yes, I'm behind you, but everything is safe? Can I call out? Can I be like, hey, just so you know, there is someone walking behind you, but they're in a loving relationship. They have 2 pugs, and they volunteer at children's hospitals on Saturday. I'm back here, but you're safe. Or maybe I'll pretend to take a phone call, be like, what award did I just win? The Never Attack a Stranger at Night award? That's 5 years in a row. This is a true story. A couple of weeks ago, I was telling this joke, and a girl in the front row said, here's what you need to do if you want us to feel safe. You can't come behind us in a straight line. We can't see you. That's scary. What you need to do is make a curve like you're rounding first base, heading for second. And I thought about it. I was like, wait, so you hear footsteps, you turn around, no one is there. And then I'm just right alongside you like, hello! Nothing creepy at all about this. I am in a loving relationship. That part is also true. Who else here is in love? Clap your hands, everybody. About 15%. That's okay. For those of you that are not in love, and maybe you want to be in love, I will tell you the secret of how to find love, because it is super easy how to find love. It's one word: settle. Settle. That's all you have to do. No one here was anyone's first choice. It's not a bad thing, it's a about settling your own mind. That's all you're doing, is telling yourself, yes, maybe there's something better out there, but what's in front of me is perfectly good. You know, you can wait around for your dream vacation to the Bahamas, or you can jump in the pool in your apartment complex tomorrow. Get wet, everybody. It's called being an adult. That's how love works. You find someone who accepts you for who you are, you hold on tight, and you never let go. It's not to say that we're not in love. We're super in love. And things happen all the time to reaffirm that fact. Like a few weeks ago, I came home, I said, hey, do you want to have sex? She said, no. I said, please? And she said, fine, just do it fast. That's real love, guys. That's real love. When one of you's in the mood, the other one isn't, but they let you do it to them anyway, that's love. Any couple here can tell you it's easy when you're both in the mood. You're a little drunk, you put on cowboy hats, you have a 2-hour rodeo between the sheets. You stare into each other's eyes until your souls connect. Every feeling in her body is reciprocated in mine until we squeeze and pulse, orgasm at the exact same time, and collapse into a bed of ecstasy. Boring. We're both in the mood. Who cares? That's not love. Love is when one of us is in the mood and the other one says, you know what, just do me from behind so I don't have to stop reading my book. That's fine. How is The Secret? Can you read it out loud? I'm kind of bored back here. Same old 10 years. I grew this mustache 2 months ago. I asked her what she thought. She said it's nice to look at a new face. Do you understand how in love with someone you have to be to tell them that? Last month, we had sex at Burning Man while crying. I should clarify, both of us were crying. Because if one person's crying during sex, the other one's doing something horribly wrong. But if both of you are crying, whoa, what a moment. What had happened is I had 6 cups of coffee and a little bit of ketamine. I didn't know we were gonna have sex. So when I came, the floodgates just opened up and I was like, I love you so much. And then she started crying, presumably because she was wondering how she got to a point in her life where she would let someone come inside her who would immediately start crying. But either way, we were crying. I'll take the win. We know what each other need. We're real with each other. You know, we're not exciting anymore. Like that same session, I hadn't had sex in a week. I came within 90 seconds and I announced it like men do. I was like, I'm gonna come. And she said, please do. We keep it simple. We don't try anything anymore. Like, has anyone here ever successfully had sex standing up? Yeah, okay, I saw that person. Has anyone that looks like me ever successfully had sex standing up? And by the way, I mean both of you are standing up. Don't maybe one person was leaning on the ground like this. That's like smoking heroin, okay? You never did heroin. It's needle or nothing. I don't think anyone's ever had sex in the history of time standing up. When you see it in porn, they're on wires. It's edited out in post. Why would you? Every single person in this room is sitting down watching this show. If I told you instead you had to lean against this wall with one leg in the air while I continually tried to push you over, you'd be like, can I just sit down already? Yeah, you can. We have 2 pugs. They're wonderful. I love them to death. We have 2 pugs, but my girlfriend's sister, she has a pug as well. And sometimes they go out of town, leaving me with 3 pugs. There's a name for a group of pugs, like a pride of lions or a gaggle of geese. Does anyone know what a group of pugs is called? That is exactly right, miss. Right here, a grumble of pugs. Isn't that so adorable? Doesn't your heart just want to fall out of its chest? A grumble of pugs. Do you know what you call a man walking 3 pugs? A maniac. There is no good way for me to walk 3 of the same animal down the street without looking completely insane. I find myself explaining it to people as they walk by. I'm like, oh, I'm just babysitting. They're like, yeah, I wasn't fucking talking to you. Like, I know, I'm just walking behind you at night. I want you to feel safe. You can't have 3 of any animal. Like, at that point, you're hoarding animal love. Find a human to connect with. There's only one exception to that rule, and that's a fish. You can have as many fish as you want, and it's not weird. You can have a tank full of fish. You know what's weirder than having a tank full of fish? Having 1 fish. You sociopath. You're just gonna watch this thing swim in a circle all day? Your fish wants to kill you, and I hope it does. We've done a lot of drugs together, her and I. We've done a lot. There's one drug, though, that I've never done that I've always wanted to do. And look, it's late. It's Saturday night. No judgments here. Has anyone here ever smoked crack? Yes, right here. Right here. Sir, how was it? Pretty fucking good. Did you hear that, everybody? I want to smoke crack pretty fucking good. Of course it was. It's crack. Who doesn't want to speed up their metabolism? Of course it's good. All those decaying zombies that you see walking around downtown, they were just like us at one point. They had hopes and dreams that could have thwarted their lives in an upward direction. They took one hit of that womp womp. It was like a fire extinguisher to their brain. It was like hopes, dreams. Psh, not anymore. Psh, how about we just be itchy forever? Psh, I'm your new best friend. Psh. I want to smoke crack, but I don't want to do a drug that the government invented. I want my drugs made the old-fashioned way by a hippie swirling chemicals in a broom with a bathtub, you know? I said that wrong. You guys get it, though. How do you guys think Thomas Edison would feel knowing people were using the light bulb to smoke crack? I feel like the inventor side of him would have to respect the ingenuity. I think the problem with crack, it boils down to location. Where do you see crack? In an alley next to a dumpster? Ew, gross. I don't want to do any drug in an alley next to a dumpster. But put me in the Hollywood Hills, sitting on the edge of an infinity pool of a $10 million home, splashing my toes in the water. I'm watching a beautiful sunset over downtown. The sky is swirling with pinks and oranges and yellows, causing a delicious sherbet over the skyline. I hear footsteps coming from behind me, and I don't even have to turn around because I already know who it is. What up, Brad Pitt? And he'd say, hello, Alexander, because I let him call me that. He'd say, what you just did to me in there was incredible. I didn't know men could have anal orgasms. When you picked me upside down behind the couch and pile drove into me, I'm not sure I'll ever stop shaking. There's only one way I can repay you. And then he would reach into the pool lounger next to him, pull out a brand new, pristine, hand-blown glass pipe, so clear you can see all the way through it to the horizon. The sun rays would bounce through it, causing a cavalcade of rainbows to dance across my eyes. Brad would take out a little vial and sprinkle just a tiny bit of snow white powder on top of the pipe. He'd notice my hesitation. But he'd say, don't worry, Alexander. It's just crack. It's just that good old-fashioned smokable booger sugar. How about the two of us torch this baby up and see if we can touch the moon? And in that moment, I gotta make a decision. thousands of years of genetic evolution making me stare at this beautiful, perfect man. And I'm talking Legends of the Fall, Brad Pitt, okay? I'm talking butt-length, perfect hair, Brad Pitt. He'd start coercing me by giving me a massage that was somehow firm like a bodybuilder, yet tender like a mother cradling a newborn into her chest. And in that moment, I'm gonna smoke that motherfucking crack. I'd feel it course through my entire bloodstream. I would collapse into Brad Pitt's meaty chest, and then he would run his fingers through my hair as we finished watching the most gorgeous sunset of all time. And then we'd go inside and take apart a DVD player for 5 hours. Still crack. My love of drugs led me to my love of electronic music. I love it so much. The sound of 2 robots 69ing gets me off harder than any man or woman ever will. My favorite part about electronic music, and whether you're a fan or not, you know what I'm talking about, it's the drop, right? It's a 10-second build-up that's ba 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 ba, boom, and then everyone explodes at the same time and starts dancing. It's communal, it's a purge, it's wonderful. But last year, I was at a music festival, and one of the DJs did a build-up that lasted over 4 minutes, and nobody knew what to do. Because you think you know it's coming. You're like, ba 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 ba, here we go, man, ba 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 ba, any second, ba 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 ba, get ready, ba 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 ba. Does anyone know what's happening right now? Ba 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 ba. I should call my parents more. I don't call my parents enough. It's not their fault I turned out this way. They tried their ba 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 ba. Why is this happening to me? I vote not just in presidential elections, but in local elections. I'm trying to make a difference out there, man. Ba 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 ba. Oh my God, it's all coming back to me. When I was 11 years old, I slept over my friend Kevin's house, and we thought it'd be funny if we touched each other's penises, but it wasn't funny. And for the next 4 years, I wasn't sure if maybe I wasn't. Ba 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 ba. Please, God, I will start believing you if you just let this fucking beat drop. Ba 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 ba. Bo, bo, bo. Whoa. Can anyone see me? Dad? I hear this is what happens when you die. You just kind of float around for a while. But if this is it, what about all the people I've left behind? All the people I've hurt? I wasn't a good person, but I was trying to be better. I was working on being better. And now... Wait. Maybe I'm not dead. Maybe I've astral projected out of my own body into some form of extended consciousness that I'm not meant to understand. But isn't that just life? We spend our entire existence trying to make sense of the world and ourselves, but life isn't meant to be understood. It's meant to be enjoyed. Every microcosm of my being, every feeling, good and bad, it's all what makes me up as a human, and what makes me up as a human makes up the entire universe. We're all the same. I'm you, you're me. I'm a little girl in India begging on the street for a morsel of food. You're a Chinese millionaire having raw dog sex with a prostitute on the balcony. We're all the same. Yes, I get it. Anything is anything because everything is everything. I am everything. All of my feelings are valid and beautiful. I can be scared. I can be joyous. I can be sympathetic. I can be anything I want because I am everything. I just need to be present and happy
for myself as well as others. I need to be a person that people want to be around. I can't take anything for granted. I need to tell people how much they mean to me and let them know that without them, there wouldn't even be a me. I need to find humor in everything and love as many people as hard as I can. That's the answer. Love's the only thing that truly matters. Love. Love. My heart is full of love because I am love. Oh God, it's coming back! Please, I'm ready, but let me remember what I learned in here!
And that was the last time I ate mushrooms in public. Thank you so much, everybody.